Hello to our wonderful parents, and welcome back to another episode of Grounded with Shannon. This is a space where we talk all about health and emotional benefits for our little children to help them thrive. In today's episode, it's about a topic that's been getting a lot of attention lately, and it's all about the brain and gut connection. I think this is something that's super important for us to be aware of, and not only just from a neuroscience perspective, but also to understand the health of our little children's gut and their tummies and what we're putting into their system on a daily basis. The link between the brain and the gut is called the gut-brain axis. And it's actually where 90% of serotonin is produced, which is found in the gut, and then sends signals to the brain. So we know that serotonin is the happy transmuter, and it really enables us to find joy in everyday life. What we do find when children don't have a stable gut or are able to maintain consistency within their gut, we often see moods fluctuating, dysregulation happening, sometimes a lot of tantrums taking place. So when you are seeing your child and they're having a moment where they feel quite aggressive, just unstable from a mood perspective, we know that there's something could be going on with their gut system. And that's why it's so important to understand the link between the brain and the gut system. A few tips in terms of how can we actually support the link between the brain and the gut. Well, to start off with, just at meal times, slow down meal times. So really get your children into the habit of appreciating their food, sit around the table, which is an amazing ritual for dinner time, as well as a connection time for families and parents. But slow down their eating so that their digestive enzymes have got a chance to actually break down what they're eating. Another thing is obviously adding more fiber into their diet. We all know that fiber is the magic trick when it comes to our gut. Make sure that you're putting fiber into their lunch boxes, that they're having a healthy meal when they get home from school, and really including those leafy greens at dinner time as well. Reducing ultra-processed food is absolutely critical. The gut really struggles to digest ultra-processed food, and especially from a young age, we need to ensure that that little system inside their gut is an optimal environment for digestion. And the other one obviously is hydration is absolutely key. Getting them to include a healthy amount of water into their dietary intake on a daily basis. And you can do this by making things quite fun. Children all love different types of water bottles, so you can include different water bottles for each day of school, but really focusing on getting enough hydration into their little systems. And the last one, which is possibly really important, is about movement after meals. Not to say that you need to go on a long walk, but just get your children to move, to breathe, just to circulate some of that energy after meals and to support that digestive health. And now let's move on to probiotics. So what is really important is actually what we're putting into our child's system to support that healthy gut environment. And one of my absolutely favorite products is the TummyBiotics from Sante. These really hold 2 million CFUs per gummy, which is a lot more of the standard in terms of probiotics on a daily basis. The prebiotics also have a buchu flavor, so children are open to taking this and they actually really taste good. And then digestive and gut health support. This is a massive focus for this product. And what we know is if we get this link right, we will see optimal thriving of our children in everyday life. And we'll see less complaining about those tummy cramps. We'll see optimal concentration levels, and it will really support the regulation and mood in our little people as well. Just a few things that I really want you to remember is that the brain and the gut are so closely linked. It's fundamental to understand what we're putting into our children's systems and how we are supporting everyday rituals when it comes to supporting that tummy environment. So again, slow down those meals. Ensure that your children are getting enough hydration during their day. Support them with really good probiotics, and don't forget a lot of fiber that needs to go into their diets. And what you'll see is a very healthy brain and gut connection for thriving little humans.